Next day Roy had his partner pose as an investment advisor, pretending to manage money for himself in front of the rich woman. Roy also made a will and also put the rich woman as the first heir. The rich woman was very surprised, suggested leaving the estate to his children, but Roy said that he had already severed his relationship with his son. During the time of making the will, the accomplice found out that the wealthy woman's estate held $4 million. The accomplice smoothly told a high-return financial plan. He also suggested that the two of them open a shared account. This can make the high return doubled again, but after all, the rich woman has only known Roy for a short time, and it's her entire fortune. Still a bit uneasy, so she found an excuse to refuse. A few days later Roy called his partner again. The partner took out Roy's financial earnings. Just a few days actually have 20,000 earnings. This makes the rich woman a bit excited. However, at this time, the grandson suddenly came back. Seeing this scene, he became more suspicious of Roy. The grandson came forward in front of Roy, said Roy is a liar. The accomplice saw that the situation was bad and found an excuse to escape, but Roy was a veteran. He's seen a lot of these scenes. Roy said he wasn't a crook. All this is done for the rich woman. Roy also promised he would give half of the investment income to her grandchildren. The other half would be used to take the rich woman on a trip around the world. Although the words were nice, but the grandson did not believe it. In order to win the rich woman's grandson's trust, Roy really gave the investment income to her grandson. Also took the two to travel to many places. Looking at the two who had dropped their guard, Roy thought he was sure of this rich woman, but to Roy's surprise, the rich woman's grandson actually secretly investigated himself. The grandson discovered that Roy's identity was a fake. Roy's real name is Hans. The grandson thought Roy was hiding his identity to get close to his grandmother, just for the grandmother's assets. Roy did not panic when his identity was discovered. He said he did do something wrong in the past, but that has been decades ago. Now he just wants to spend his life with the rich woman. The grandson didn't believe that. He cursed loudly at Roy. The rich woman suddenly stood up and interrupted the grandson. During the time she had contact with Roy, it was the happiest time of her life. She didn't care what Roy was like before. At least now he was true to herself. The grandson always insisted on his opinion. The rich woman and her grandson had a big fight. They ended up in a bad mood. The rich woman took Roy home and had Roy call in a fake advisor. She decided to put all her assets into that financial project, and it was the type of account that she shared with Roy. The account is opened. The fake advisor gives each of them a withdrawal device. This thing can check the progress of the investment. You can also transfer out the money in it at any time. Roy decisively transferred all his assets to the shared account. As a sign of good faith, the rich woman followed suit, deposited the $4 million. Seeing that everything went smoothly, the fake consultant secretly took out her phone, sending the pre-edited voice to Roy's phone. Roy pretended to answer it, lying that it was her son whom she hadn't seen for a long time. There was an urgent matter with his son. Roy had to go see him tonight. The rich woman was very understanding. She told Roy to go see her son. Roy also pretended to resist a few times. Finally, after the rich woman's persuasion, only then did she reluctantly decide to leave. Roy packed up all the clothes and put the most important cash register inside.